Mr. Speaker, this government's performance on trade continues to fall far short of its rhetoric. The most recent example is a breakdown in bilateral negotiations with Japan. Talks have been stalled for months, with Canadian officials citing Japan's focus on the Trans-Pacific Partnership as their excuse for the slowdown. But Japan has continued bilateral negotiations with other countries, so this excuse rings hollow. Will this government redouble efforts to schedule a round of negotiations with Japan before we fall behind our foreign competitors, as we did with South Korea, costing Canada billions of dollars and thousands of middle-class jobs?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we will not take any lessons when it comes to trade from the Liberals over there. Canada continues to engage with our Japanese partners to advance our trade interests through both bilateral talks and at the TPP. The TPP negotiations are at the advanced stage, with all TPP countries focused on concluding a comprehensive and high-standard agreement as soon as possible. We will continue to negotiate with an eye to concluding the best possible agreement for Canadian businesses, workers, and their families, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Member for Toronto Centre.
Well, a $3 billion trade deficit in March, a historic record, suggests the trade agenda isn't working. And this is not the first time the government has touted an imminent deal without showing any results. As CETA winds its way through EU institutions, it is facing mounting criticism from European officials. There is growing talk that portions of the text may even need to be changed to assuage these concerns, even though Canadians have been told this is a done deal and had hundreds of thousands of their dollars already spent to celebrate it. So will the minister finally forego his Smoke and Mirrors Act and tell us when CETA, which we've already celebrated, will finally be ratified?
Good question.
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Mr. Speaker, when they were in government, trade was simply not a priority for the Liberals. During the 13 long years in office, the Liberals signed only 3 trade agreements. Our Conservative government has reached agreements with 38 countries, Mr. Speaker. We are even expanding and improving on the 3 agreements reached under the Liberals in order to maximize the benefits they produce for hardworking Canadians and families. When it comes to creating jobs and economic opportunities through trade, the Liberal Party has proven they can't get the job done, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Member for West